Well, good Tuesday morning to you, New Life family. I thought today I'd give a quick update on our Immerse class season for the year. Our class has kind of dropped off the face of the earth, along with many of our other meetings. And so if you're wondering what happened in Immerse, what's going to happen, I'm going to give you a little update. So tomorrow, Wednesday, the 6th, would have been our Immerse end-of-the-year celebration. Which isn't going to be able to happen in person like it usually does, unfortunately. Typically, we would all gather together in the sanctuary, we would acknowledge the teachers, we would have an open mic time where students and or teachers could go and share things from the year, and that's usually just a sweet time to hear those stories. We'd end with some ice cream and snacks, and usually for a grand finale in there, Janelle Anderson would come and sing a song that she made up, and it's usually very creative and entertaining, but I guess we won't have that this year. Unless, Janelle, maybe you could write like a quarantine song or something like that, and record it, and we could share it with the body, because that would be really fun to do. Well, I'll just leave it there, and see if maybe you bite on that. But anyway, I want to read quickly all the teachers, and just acknowledge those who had been teaching this year. Our nursery age, Cecilia and Sophia, and I think there's a few other friends in there once in a while. Thank you for caring for our little ones, the 2-year-olds and under, instilling those little truths about God in their minds already. Our 3-year-olds, Kendra Matthias, led for most of the year. Thank you, Kendra, along with Elise Gates, assisting in that class. I think Elise even led the class a few times when there weren't other teachers around. And Sandy Erickson near the end of the year. Thank you all for your work in teaching. Kindergarten age, Kimberly Humpkins, thank you so much. Izzy Anderson, leading for a portion of the year also. Thank you for being in there. I know Julia Milner subbed in a few times. First and second grade, Hope Lico and Alex Smith. That was your first time teaching this year, and you guys did a phenomenal job. And by the end of the year, the craziness was kind of reined in, and it seemed like you had a very orderly class that was paying attention and interacting. Thank you for your work in that. Third and fourth grade, Anna Smith and Margot, you did an outstanding job teaching. Thank you so much. Fifth and sixth grade, Nathan and Lorraine Anderson. I think it was even the week prior to Immerse starting that you said, okay, we'll do it. And so you kind of jumped in right at the end, and I thank you so much for being willing and excited to teach. You guys are great teachers. In seventh and eighth grade, Jim Judkins was reading and teaching through Romans. That was an amazing study, and I know the students were benefiting greatly. Jim, thank you for teaching there. We had a few other adult classes. Brian Gates led a class through Thessalonians. Pastor Bennett was leading through hermeneutics, and then also Christianity and culture, and then the class that I was in, going through Deuteronomy. It was a great season, though it ended short, but thank you to all the teachers and assistants, and all those who donated snacks and supplies. Immerse classes are a really neat thing that New Life has, and a lot of learning, a lot of relational growth takes place, so thank you all who are participating. If you are a student, would you take a moment this week and reach out to your teacher and thank them or share with them something that you learned this year? You might also want to just respond to this post on New Life Connect and share a memory from the year or something that you learned, just like we would have done in person. You can just respond to the post that this video is attached to. I know myself as a teacher, I'm reminded of Proverbs 11:25 that says, "The one who brings a blessing will be enriched, and the one who waters will himself be watered." And I have found in seeking to teach and facilitate that I'm learning just as much as the one who might be under the term student would be in the classroom. Through the conversation that's taking place in the room, I've learned so much myself, and I bet that's the same for the other teachers too. So this is really a beautiful way for the church family to be sharpened and grow in the Word of God, and also just in love for one another and relationship with one another. So it's a sweet time. If you're interested in teaching again, if you have taught or if you haven't and you want to teach for next year's season, let's start that conversation early so that it isn't the last week and we're still yet searching and scrambling for teachers. Reach out. Let me know if you're interested, even if you're not for sure, but you're interested. Let me know, and we'll start that conversation and start preparing for next year. Classes will resume as normal, Lord willing, probably the first week of September. So look forward to that time. I think that's all for today, New Life. Miss you, love you, look forward to seeing you guys again soon.